Guys, OCD is a bully. Not a physical bully you can see in front of you, but a bully in your head. We're going to go through what to say to that bully to help you gain a little more control. Before we do that, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm posting videos every single week on different mental health issues such as OCD, anxiety, treatment tips, and so forth. So for what we know of OCD, it tends to attach to what people value most. It takes their morals, it takes their values and says, hey, how can I exploit this? How can I make somebody question and worry and wonder all about all this stuff? You think about a bully, somebody standing right in front of you that is right in your face. Their goal is to find your vulnerabilities and try to attack it the best they can. So I might have a bully come up to me and say, hey Nate, your ears are a little funky. And my normal response would be like, no, they're not. No, they're not. They're not funky. So guess what that just taught the bully? He said, I just got right into his vulnerabilities and I'm going to keep attacking, keep attacking, keep attacking, because he's going to keep defending. He's going to keep trying to figure it out. And so he's like, you know what? It is funky. You've got 2 bumps on this ear and you've got 1 bump on that ear. So what now? And I'm like, well, no, it's because I'm trying to figure it out and I'm trying to explain why. And then he knows he's got me at that point. So I think of OCD this way. It's going to take something you value, something you question, and it's going to throw it right in your face, make you start doubting. And the typical route when people are doing those compulsions to say, no, it's not true, it's not true, they just gave that bully more power to keep coming back. More than anything, that bully wants you to react. It's attacking your character. It's making you doubt yourself. So here's some ways you can stand up to this bully. We typically use exposure and response prevention, which essentially says we're not going to figure this out anymore. We're going to live a little bit more uncertain. We're going to take value and power away from the thoughts. And we're going to teach anxiety that it has no value or power. Even if I still felt it after I did some of this treatment, okay, here's a good way for me to step up to that bully. He says, hey Nate, you got some funky ears there. And I'm saying, you're right. Whoa, what is he going to say now? What else has he got? I just gave no power, no value, no food, nothing to eat off of. That is how we're stepping up to this bully. So you're taking a test and you look over at your neighbor's paper for a second and OCD says, you just cheated. Can't believe you just cheated. First response is like, no, I didn't. I don't think I looked at his paper that way. I need to answer my question on my paper probably wrong, just in case. So how we're gonna step up to it is say, hey, I'm gonna look right over there. I'm gonna look at that paper again. I might actually see an answer. And I may or may not have cheated. The bully says, you're gonna be sick. You just ate that food that's possibly contaminated and you are going to get sick. So your job, I'm gonna take that food, I'm gonna keep eating. Yep, I'm gonna get sick. Woohoo, I'm so excited to get sick. This is gonna be great. Yep. What do you think that OCD is gonna do? It's gonna look at you like this. I just told you you're gonna be sick. What are you doing? You're not reacting. You are the boss. The bully just said, you're a bad person. I can't believe you had that thought. So instead of trying to push that thought away, you're like, I am a bad person. Thank you. I'm so glad you recognize my abilities and how great I am as a bad person. Again, the bully. Huh? The bully tells you, you're attracted to your same gender. And you start scrambling. And no, I'm not. I'm going to start looking at girls. I'm going to start looking at females and make sure that I'm attracted to them and not the males. And no, we're not going to scramble anymore. We're going to say, yep, thank you. Cool. I'm going to keep looking at him. Whoa, totally took that power away. The bully tells you, if you don't pray right now, God is disappointed in you. You might have had that blasphemous thought. You need to correct that. So instead of praying to follow the compulsion, what do you think I'm going to do? I might sit there and say, yeah, cool. God may or may not be disappointed in me, but I'm sure as heck not going to pray. Maybe I'll pray the wrong way. I'm not going to pray the way that I normally pray. The bully says, if you don't flip that light switch one more time, something bad's going to happen. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm either going to not push it, or I'm going to go dun, 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 push that light switch back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and say, yep, something bad might happen. Totally took power away. And I'm risking. The bully says, you're not attracted to your partner. I can't believe you married that person. That was probably the wrong choice for you. Maybe they're happier with someone else. Instead of looking at pictures of your spouse to make sure that you really do love them, you're going to say, you know what? You're right. Yeah, cool. I probably made the wrong choice here. I'm gonna regret it the rest of my life. Your brain questions, are you attracted to that child? You quickly look for evidence to defend yourself. Instead, your brain says, are you attracted to that child? You're saying, I don't know, cool, I might be, but I'm gonna keep looking at him. Like, whoa, just took that power away from that one. The bully tells you, hey, that spot you have there is cancer. Better go get that checked. You already know the doctor told you multiple times it's not cancer. So you're like, sweet, I better go out in the sun, make sure this thing can get a little more sun exposure on that thing. So guess what? I know I'm making this all sound pretty easy and I'm making it sound silly, but that is the attitude I want people to have when they're doing exposure and response prevention. They are the boss. You stand up to that bully. Literally, imagine yourself standing up to that bully. Your bully is your OCD. You give it some of those answers that I gave, what else is it gonna throw your way? It's gonna start scrambling. It's gonna try to reach for anything it can. It's like, oh, but if you are, then it's gonna make it a little tougher. You're making its job tougher. So by you standing up to this bully, you're probably gonna have to do it again and again and again and again and again. It's not just gonna be like this one time where you're like, cool, standing up to it, I'm done. And then it's never gonna bother you again. You've gotta keep telling it that it has no power or value into your life. You're gonna stop doing the compulsions, you're gonna stop doing the avoidance, and you're gonna start living. Yes, it's gonna be tough, you're gonna feel anxious, but it's worth it. So let me know in the comments, have you ever stood up to your bully before? What does it tell you? You are so much stronger than you think you are. Anxiety doesn't have to be a bad thing. We've gotta teach anxiety something new. I would suggest getting with a therapist that does exposure and response prevention so they can personalize that treatment for you. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like this, make sure you hit the like button. Also send this video to people that you know if you feel like it can be helpful for them. Thank you so much. So maybe I'll actually pray. No, I'm not putting that part in.